welcome back to Sunkenland, everybody. You may notice I sound a bit iffy. I have been rather ill recently, so I'm just getting over a bit of an illness. But yeah, this is the last episode in the current run of series. They've done a major update with Sunkenland, which I'm sure you're all aware of. We've been waiting a few weeks for it to get settled down, all the bug fix reports and that put in. So yeah, we're now to this point, which is episode 20, where we're going to leave this particular series. And then probably give it a week or two off before we start Sunkenland 2.0, or I believe it's called 2.0 at the moment, but the next phase in Sunkenland. So with that being said, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. It always helps with the algorithm, and we really do appreciate it. Let's take a look at what we managed to get done. Now, bear with me, I'm just going to wet the whistle. Oh dear. So yeah, for those who may want to ask the question, I had fluid in my lungs quite heavily, so a really bad chest infection, and it's taken quite a while to recover from that. Thank you to modern medicine. I'm not fully healed, but let's crack on. So yeah, it will look, or should I say, it doesn't look finished. Pure reason for that is run out of time. Took a lot to get all this metal. I'm now run out of metal, but we've got to this point. So we just, I thought this is a good idea. Certain parts are unfinished, so you can see the process. Anyhow, you can see we've completely and utterly changed the front end of this area. We've now got like a courtyard and steps leading everywhere, which is really good that you can do that now. They do snap. The bigger ones can snap to the shelf that you're trying to place it to, which is rather good. And obviously I've got shooting points out if I need to, some window shooting points, some that work better than others. But some of my favourite features that I did manage to put on here, as you can see, I've done metal to wooden ladders there. I can't even remember why I did that, to be honest, but it does look pretty nifty. All this side's now gone. As you can tell, we've got rid of all of that, and we're putting a solid steel wall. This bit is metal, but we do have some barbed wire protection there as well. This is a walkable platform, so we can climb up here and walk to help defend. And again, spikes down there. Obviously, you can see that this side's unfinished, whereas this side's pretty much finished. So in the end, it will look roughly like that. But there is ways out here. This is an actual exit. We can open the door here and here and actually gain access like a secondary escape route. So which is quite nice, neat. And if I do close that door, and I'm gonna find the actual, there we go, door. You almost got a hidden little piece in here, but obviously once I noticed this, I knew that if they broke through, they've got a pretty easy route to get inside. So as you can see, I've filled the underside with spikes to slow them down, so if I miss any and they're under there, I've got plenty of times to come in and get them. Yeah, nice. I love it. I think it's a great way. Wish I'd done that on previous builds. And also, you can get in here as well. So if they manage to breach that gate, you can get round and in there. So it's a nice little way of getting in to defend. Cave's still there, obviously. Right, so we come down the first rampart. And you get into the first tower, which you've all seen before in a previous one. I'm trying to remember how I put the stairs on this one now. I think the other one was easier. This one's now got its full turret on there as well. And as you can see, we managed to get the dock done. Now, if we come across here, which is again isn't quite finished, you'll notice that we haven't finished this tower off either. So it just shows you the process. Also, we wanted to use, I think we did put a roof on it in the end, but I had to sort of take the metal down in order to finish off certain points on the dockland. So if I hop down, you notice you come out, you've got your stairs to come down to the ground level, which I'm still I'm in an RM whether or not I should have flattened itself, but yeah. Then you come into the docks where we've got 3 twin bays So you can get the jet stream in any of them. Technically, this is a triple bay, but and then we'll put the rubber tires all the way around it for obviously safety reasons, health and safety in a game. Okay. And if you sweep round here in the defensive tower, you can easily gain access to the roof piece where you can defend. And also we have these mini towers where you can defend through the windows. Another section here. Again, I would terrace this the same as I would have done the towers and the walkway. So you've got defensive lines there, and you can obviously just hop down this end and run to the other side this way if you wish to. It's not a big issue. And I think you can get up this way, yeah. Again, you've got all the side here of the ocean. Another tower. It's only a mini. These are only mini towers to help defend the dock area. And then, just like the side door over here, we have got a double door from the docklands. So if I jump in to the water, now bearing in mind they cannot swim underneath doors yet. So if you've got a water door where it's just touching the water's edge or just dipping below, they can't get under it. So, here we go. There is our ocean door. And it has worked under an attack already, which was handy. I have put attacks off while I'm doing this little brief tour. Let me get out here. So yeah, I mean, you can move all your fishing bits and bobs down here as well. A couple of barrels. You can place a couple of barrels, and you can have traps inside here as well, your fishing nets. You don't have to, I mean, not everybody's going to use all the boats. You'll have 1 or 2 boats that you use quite often, and others you'll probably trash. The idea here is I'd probably keep a jet ski out that side, if I got it unlocked. And that would be my escape boat if things went, you know, if, excuse the French, but if less shit hit the fan. Yeah, I'd probably have probably that little bay up that end. I'd put fishing nets in there, or even in these corners by the doors, a couple of fishing nets. So you're actively catching fish in your dockland, which will make things a little easier and nicer for yourselves. I would probably get to about the highest point level here and just sort of deck it off. So, or maybe even lower than that, just to give it a good floor level. So it's all flat, and it will stop half of this stuff from spawning constantly in your courtyard, which can be rather annoying. And then you can start moving some stuff down, so you can almost turn that into just a house rather than the fortress style. And then, yeah, you could have one of these towers set up for like smelting, storing, or workshop area, and so on and so forth as you go up and down. Light-wise, I would probably say simple torches and little bowl torches would be plenty for around here. Just, you know, 1 or 2 dashed around the walkways, 1 or 2 dashed around the towers, and definitely 1 or 2 dashed around the dockland areas. That would be your best bet. And the simple way of doing the build for the dockland is following suit like I did with the towers. I simply measured it. So I went out here for a certain amount of time, and then I went out here. Obviously you wouldn't see that I went out here because obviously deleted some, but yeah, this is a dead straight line, so it all marries up into almost like a giant square. And you count it all. You make it even. If you even it out, your gate will work. That's how I found out. The light is fading, so light is going to struggle. So yeah, so you're looking, when you look at your gate, these double gates, they're basically 2 squares, right? So you want to make sure that you're even all the way throughout. So 2 of your platform squares in the center will be taken out. So that's your best way of doing it. And you get nice square shapes, which history dictates square shapes are not the best thing to defend. You want circular. however, we don't really have the option to go circular. I mean, you could curve it, but it would be a very, what's the word, hexagonal kind of circle rather than a perfect circle. And also, they don't really undermine the corners here. If they destroyed that corner, the rest of it would actually still stand. So on the basis of those sort of laws, square shape's great, because you get into a corner, you have right there more than 180 degree view. I mean, just those two windows, you've got 180 degree view. And then if you come out here, again, you've got a full 180 degree. I mean, more if you go that way, but we're talking just sort of defensive here. And it doesn't take long to get from one end to the other, because you're not making a dockland too big. And again, you don't even have to make one this size. This is just because my towers kind of dictated its size to me, you know, from the distance they were. I mean, I could have had it a lot smaller. I could have just sort of, we could have brought it in. I know the light's fading, it's struggling to see, but we could have brought it in just here, across, and then to the front of that rock, and it would be almost half the size, kind of like a single boat storage. But yeah, I went for the large one because I thought it would, you know, kind of match up. And plus I thought I'd be able to get more resources in the time that I had to do it in. But yeah, with everything that's been going on with the channel, trying to get all the filming done, edited, uploaded, etc., including this, a week just wasn't enough whilst being severely ill. And I'll be honest, I'm not over it now. I'll be completely honest. If I got up too quickly, ran up a set of stairs, well, walked up a set of stairs, shall I say, rather than run, I would literally be chucking loads of phlegm out. It's not a pretty sight. But thankfully it wasn't COVID, so that's a good thing, because I've had that 4 times now, and I'm sick and tired of that. But I've had chest infections many a times over the years. Never been affected this badly before. So it just goes to show with age comes more painful experiences when it comes to illnesses. But yeah, that's all from Sunkenland now. At least for a week or two. And then I'm going to have to work out how to update to the 2.0 version. And we'll go again. Unless none of you want me to go again, you can always turn around and say, no, don't do it, Matty. So yeah, until next time, don't forget, this has been MattyG. Peace out.